Good morning, Pastor Steve here. 2 Chronicles 20:12 says, Our God, will you not execute judgment on them? For we are powerless before this large crowd that is coming against us. We do not know what we should do, but our eyes are toward you. I love this history in the Bible about King Jehoshaphat. The whole prayer of Jehoshaphat, beginning in chapter 20, verse 1, gives the backstory. The armies of Moab and Ammon and some others came to wage war against Jehoshaphat. With enemies around him, the king did the best thing any Israeli king could do. He prayed. Now, his predecessor, the good King Asa, had trusted God in battle before and beaten up a mighty host of Egyptians. But as he aged, he changed. Then he made a league with Ben-Hadad against Israel. He stopped trusting God. He put his national fate in the hands of men, not in the hands of God. And he got drubbed. In 2 Chronicles 16:7, at that time Hanan the seer came to Asa, king of Judah, and said, Because you have relied on the king of Syria and not relied on the Lord your God, therefore is the host of the king of Syria escaped out of your hand. Were not the Ethiopians and the Lubians a huge host, with very many chariots and horsemen? Yet because thou didst rely on the Lord, he delivered them into thine hand. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth, to show himself strong in the behalf of those whose heart is perfect toward him. Herein thou hast done foolishly, therefore from henceforth thou shalt have wars. What a sad thing. He knew that all power comes from God, and yet he decided to turn to human fleshly means to get his job done. But Jehoshaphat obviously paid attention. He had learned his lesson. He knew God was his only hope. I love the prayer. It's a humble prayer before his people. Not an inspiring speech or a rally cry to be strong in their own strength, but an honest prayer before God. I mean, listen again to these words. We're powerless, Lord. We're powerless and we don't know what to do. Hardly a comfort, wouldn't you think? But the next 5 words lay the whole matter at the feet of the only one who can really do something about it. Listen again. But our eyes are toward you. But our eyes are towards you. You know, the strange, at least to human minds anyway, strange war plan of God sent these singers out in front of the rest and had them sing praises, remember? Kind of like God's Jericho strategy years before. Not militarily wise, not humanly wise. But this king knew what Paul knew in 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not fleshly or carnal, but mighty through God to the pulling down of strongholds. This wise king was willing to place the fate of his people in the hands of God, the fate of his nation and himself in the hands of God, who knows all and is powerful, and he recognized that and submitted to the will of God. What situation are you facing today? Is there any better plan of action than what this king showed us? Is there a set of hands that are better than these holy hands of God in which to place the outcome of the battle you're facing? It is with us as with the saints of Hebrews 11, verse 6. But without faith, it's impossible to please him. He who comes to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of those who diligently seek him. Leave your outcome in the hands of God. You just be faithful to the mission God has given you. Now, you ponder that, Pastor Steve.